Hey guys, it's Jane. I'm just here to check in again about the whole Infinite Jest thing. It's been a while since I've been back. It's been a long week. But it's a beautiful sunny Monday morning here, so I thought I'd just tell you what I'm up to. I just checked, and according to my e-reader, I am 44% of the way through. I'm not 100% certain how that works with all the footnotes and stuff, but anyway, I've still got a fair old way to go. I'm enjoying it even more, it feels like, the further I get in. This is a book that I kind of always said that I would reread, but I kind of put it off because it's such a long thing, but it's totally rewarding rereading, and yeah, I'm more and more into it the further that I get. There's a section that I'm not going to be reading for you, which I came across in the last week, which had me literally lying on the ground laughing, virtually wetting my pants. There's this made-up game that is played at the tennis academy called Eschaton, which is just, it's the whole concept behind the game is pretty hilarious anyway. It's kind of a cross between Quidditch and Dungeons and Dragons, and you play it with tennis equipment, and it's sort of role-playing a thermonuclear war, World War III kind of scenario. So the game itself is amazing, but there is this 20-page long play-by-play of this one particular event of playing Eschaton, which just kind of cycles out of control, and it's one of the most screamingly funny things I've ever read in my life. So there you go. That happened in the last week in my Infinite Jest reread. Apart from that, there's been quite a lot of stuff about politics, both stuff about American politics versus Canadian, or particularly Quebecois politics. Some of that at a kind of practical level, some of that at a philosophical level that's been quite interesting. There's also an explanation of the rise of the Clean US Party and their president, who's the current president of ONAN, which is the Organisation of North American Nations, which is what the interdependent kind of group of nations, which actually includes Mexico, is called, although of course US is very much in the driver's seat in ONAN. Johnny Gentle, famous crooner, is the current president, and there's this really interesting sort of section where it talks about his rise, and it was eerily prescient, because the whole thing is that he's seen as a political outsider who has this kind of ridiculous claims, but somehow kind of chimes with kind of the vibe of the people in the street. And Rush Limbaugh and Hillary Clinton get name-checked in that section, and I was like, this is just all a bit wrong. But yeah, apart from the politics stuff and the Eschaton stuff, we've just been getting more and more into what's going on at Ennet House, the halfway house. And the quote that I'm going to read for you today is about Don Gately, and looking at the early days of his recovery at Ennet House. About 4 months into his Ennet House residency, the agonising desire to ingest synthetic narcotics had been mysteriously, magically removed from Don Gately, just like the house staff and the crocodiles at the White Flag Group had said it would be, if he pounded out the nightly meetings and stayed minimally open and willing to persistently ask some extremely vague higher power to remove it, the desire. They said to get creakily down on his mammoth knees in the AM every day and ask God, as he understood him, to remove the agonising desire, and hit the old knees again at night before sack and thank this God-ish figure for the substanceless day just ended if he got through it. They suggested he keep his shoes and keys under his bed to help him remember to get on his knees. The only times Gately had ever been on his knees before were to throw up or mate, or shunt a low-on-the-wall alarm, or if somebody got lucky during a beef and landed one near Gately's groin. He didn't have any God or JC background, and the knee stuff seemed like the limpest kind of dickless pap, and he felt like a true hypocrite just going through the knee motions that he went through faithfully every AM and PM without fail, motivated by a desire to get loaded so horrible that he often found himself humbly praying for his head to just finally explode and get it over with. Pat had said it didn't matter at this point what he thought or believed or even said. All that mattered was what he did. If he did the right things and kept doing them for long enough, what Gately thought and believed would magically change. Even what he said. She'd seen it happen again and again, and to some awfully unlikely candidates for change. She said it had happened to her. Okay, that's your taste of infinite jest for today. I hope you're well, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.